Hello, ladies and gents. Well, about a year ago, Forever Skies went into early access, and in that time, they have put out two pretty massive updates. Now, we did a series when it first came out, and I got you guys all the way into the underground layers and such. Well, they've added another underground layer. Their newest massive update is the Airship gardening update, and it changes a whole bunch of things. It kind of goes along with their last update, which was the viral evolution, where they changed how we dealt with all the viruses, because you really, when the game first came out, you really didn't deal with the viruses that much. So what I thought we'd do is we'd jump back in, because they've changed all the progression from the very beginning to the point where we left off, and they've added another underground session. So I thought we would jump in. All right, so first things first, let's get ourselves healed. Nice and easy to do. One of the interesting things, I think, is we don't have to use our oxygen tank until we get down into that crap. But, and you just got to hustle on through here.
Symptoms of a virus activity detected. Check your health regularly.
Yep. And you want to make sure you grab any and everything you possibly can in this first area, because then the more things you pick up, the less things you have to make. All right. We can't go through those doors quite yet. We got to take the power source out of here. Yep. Power the computer. It's all gone to hell. Everything has been screwed up since we went down there. Yep. Gets me in all these. This is the important one that you need to pay attention, because they have changed the system. So that's basically wounds, being really sick, food, water, your energy, which means your sleep, and then your stamina. Those are the things that we need to watch. You can see all the stuff here. Again, we just want to grab any and everything we see, anything that highlights up. Just to make things a little easier. We'll go right through here. Get our battery. All right, and we'll come back for you later once we get our scanner. Now we can come back to the computer. Almost missed something there. Put it in there. Underlying message. And they're slowly telling the story, right? But there's the batteries, machine parts, water, first aid kit. So it goes through and it highlights everything, just like most games do as you discover them. All right, more stuff. That's never good. Okay. So again, we got to get a few things made before we can become effective here. All right. Let's start with this. Place the rudder. That's interesting. We don't have to do that. Oh, they already did it for us. That's, I guess it'll be there. But fabricator, Dex extractor, all pretty easy stuff. All right, first things first. So this is our ship. What we begin with, it's just a baby. And I need you guys to tell me down in the comments what I am thinking is that as we go here, we're going to have to make a two-story ship. I mean, there's going to have to be a whole layer just for all the new gardening stuff. So, where should I put the cockpit? Should I have it on the second layer? On the first layer? You guys let me know down in the comments what you think, and we'll go from there. All right, fabricator. So, we need a transformer, which was right next to the... I always forget this thing. But these things take forever to make stuff. So while it's doing that, you can run around
Printing completed.
Oh, and it's gonna do it real quick. All right. All right, that'll put you into your number 1 key slot there. You go. Now, desk extractor. So anything that you see doing funny colors, you can zip. And we get the basic building blocks of what we need to build everything in the game. So I'm going to clear all this stuff real quick. All right, so we got a pretty good chunk of stuff here. So we can make our water purifier, water condenser, condenser membrane. That we'll probably want to make just because that's going to start bringing in our water. We'll get a lure, they'll give us one, but we'll get that started. And the other thing is we got to have clean drinkable water, so we'll get that started. All right, and here is how we do our food. One of the ways, we go through and grab that there. Whoop. Anything in there?
Printing
Nope.
completed.
Okay. And I know I'm running all over the place. So there's our lure container. Put it in there. And we lower that bad boy into the ground. Now we need to start getting the ability to build new things. And that is going to be the thing that does our scanner backup. So, yeah, the blueprint research. So as we scan something with our gun, we then do the research with that computer, and then we can build it with our fabricator. Take those batteries. Take that. I think that's all you can get in this small spot. There we go. And I try to put this right there to begin with. Throw a thing in there. And what do we need? First things first, scanner. That's what we need to make. And that should be done. Put your water purifier over here. A lot easier to run it when this is going.
Research finalized.
Okay, and then empty bottle is going to be another one, because we need to research the bottles so that we can then do our water. But when you see a water bottle, that means it's giving you 5. I just held my hand up. All right, so we'll add the dirty water, and then in a minute or so, we'll have a clean water. This bad boy is ready to get pulled up. Pull him up. And what does he have? All right, now we're not going to do anything with that yet. Let's see. All right, folks, I looked at the wrong thing. What we need to make is the electronic cooker. The electronic cooker, you got to cook everything that you pull up. So this cabbage stuff, you've got to cook it or it's going to make you really sick. And that goes for the moths, even the rotten food. You can put the rotten food in here and cook them, and it still works. But it also goes along with everything we're doing right this second. All right, so we put our cooker down right there. We'll take that clean water we have. Come back, make another membrane. Pick that up and putting that in there, and then you've got to put water in there for it to work. And now you see we've got the 5 empty bottles again. Go. We can lower that. And then next up, what do we need to make next? Machine parts. Always want to do this just because it's going to make life so much easier for us. Because if we need them, we can make them. Now, And we're already running out of stuff. This is what I was talking about. It does take a little bit. We will get an automatic extractor, which is like one of the best things that you can get in the game. But give me a sec here. I gotta get more resources. All right, so we gotta make our scanner.
Printing completed.
Now we need to go back and scan every single thing you see right now that is having the weird colors, right? Like this right here. And that is, well, yeah, of course he's deceased. But scan that. We want to go through all of these because if there's anything that we can make, the game will then send it over to our little blueprint thing over there. For instance, what are you? Modeling device, whatever that is. We'll figure it out. Oh. Okay. Whoops. Another dude to scan. What was that? Or engineer. Alright, that's all of that. So, back down here, the first things that we saw. You can go through, right, into your studies. And it'll show you the things that you need to scan. And then that's one of the new, the next things that we're going to need to scan is this cluster thing, I think. Yeah. Do that in one sec. Once we get done running through here, make sure we got everything. I think there's one more guy in here to scan. Because the way they've set things up, they don't really tell you this, but if you miss anything and you got to backtrack, good luck. Ah, there's no fruit here. There used to be fruit up here. All right, so. And it never hurts to go over things more than once. What new popped up? Just that, and a repair patch, huh? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we needed to scan one of these because it should give us our engine stuff. Yep. Small storage box, huh? Okay. So, while that is going, I am going to again come back to this thing.
Research finalized.
So give me a minute. I'm going to get enough stuff so we can actually make what we need. Alrighty, folks. So it takes 8 machine, or yeah, it looks like 8 or 6, 20, and 20 to make an engine. Now, you don't have to do it this way, but personally, I like doing 2 of each when we first start out. So, I'm gonna put these guys
Maximum flight speed
right
increased.
there. Give me a sec while that one is going here. I'm just gonna keep farming, because that's what you should do while that thing's running. You should always be over here doing this, at least in the beginning of the game, because we've got so much to make, and that's without starting to make our ship big.
Printing completed.
But see, nice and quick. And while we're doing that, make it synthetic. You can see it produces 50 at a time. So we're going to want to make 4 of those so we can fill these up. These each take 100 each. Nice. Right, nice and even. Okay. I know there are plenty of you out there that will flip out if I don't make those nice and even. But these things are nice and easy to make.
Printing completed.
Quick.
Printing completed. Printing completed.
All right. So we can't make the small storage box yet because we don't have plastic, but we're going to get that in the next stop. We'll want to do the repair thing. Ooh.
Research finalized.
Stick that in there. Get that going. Yeah, we didn't need enough, huh? Now, if you don't have dirty water on tap, that is what these are for. And we can run around here, and we got just enough. Whoop. Of these around here to be able to get enough. Yeah. There we go. And yeah, we did already make the water bottles. What do water bottles take to make? Just more synthetics, as always. Oh, I forgot to lower it. Okay. So give me a second here. I'm going to go through and back up and make everything that we're going to need, and then we'll have a little chat before we go to our next spot. Hold on one second. I just got to... Alrighty, folks. So the next thing we're going to finally want to do, right, is clear out that, put a new one in there. Always have something hanging on your lure. And then there we go. Need a bed, because you can see down here in this corner here, our energy's getting really low, and it's going to start messing everything up. We still need to refuel our engines. I haven't done that yet, but we're going to make our bed real quick.
Printing completed.
Come on. And a really important thing you need to keep in mind whenever you are, wherever you're going to put your engines, there's going to be times you're going to run out of fuel when you're in the air. You always need to be able to open your fuel tanks. Because if you don't, you'll get stuck somewhere and you'll be screwed. So now that we have those in, we can take off. We've got a full thing of water here. We're going to make one more of those just in case, unless I'm out. Nope, got just enough. Alrighty, so you hit the E button. Shift if you're doing computer controls, keyboard and mouse. We'll get you as high as you can. And then WSD will keep you moving forward. Now, if you want to...
Find a cure for the virus. Send it to the space station. Save humanity.
See, she kind of moves like a big old turd here. She doesn't do very good because she's not big enough. She's a little too small. And we don't have enough turbines and other such things that we're going to need here. You need to be careful because we are going fast. So if we hit something, it's going to damage damage stuff. Now, if we hit any of our front-facing stuff.
Unknown location reached.
Here we go. I'm gonna swing around here. Things to keep in mind when you're landing. I always try and hang part of my ship off the edge so I can always have some sort of food source going. Something to keep in mind. Alrighty folks, there we go. I had to make a little adjustment there so I could have my food ready to go here. Right, be able to drop stuff over the side. And our energy is totally jacked, so we're gonna fix that. Pretty easy process. You just, as always, need to watch your food and water, but you see, that's the important one, because if this gets all the way to 0, you'll die. We don't want that. There we go, we're good. Alrighty folks, so when we come back in the next episode, we'll start right from here. There's a whole bunch of stuff to get, to scan, and we're going to start messing with our altitude next so we can get nice and high. So, tune in next time, and as always, thank you so much for joining me today. Keep your heads down, your balloon ships of doom up, and I'll see you again real damn soon.